Hello everybody, how are you doing? Today I am going to be showing you 5 tips and tricks to improve your journaling. I've always wanted to do one of these videos, little tips and tricks. I've been journaling for a few years now, and these are just some things that I've picked up. I could honestly name a whole list, but for today we're just going to do the 5 that I tend to always do. So I'm going to be journaling today in my traveler's notebook, but as you could see from those previous clips, I've journaled in all different shapes and sizes of books, and honestly whatever you have lying around, as long as it's good quality paper or nice paper, then you'll be okay to do some watercolor and mixed media in it. So today I have a watercolor little traveler's notebook insert. So now we're all set up, let's get on with tip number 1, which is layout. So I like to plan my layout before I start to journal. So obviously you decide what you want to journal about, and then you have a rough idea of what you're going to do. Also, you can do these steps in any order, but I like to plan my layout. I don't always do this either, so just keep that in mind. But when you've decided your layout, then you know exactly where to place everything and you save a bunch of time. So I do that sometimes. And my next tip is title. I think I always title my journal pages. I just think that it really adds something to the page, like you know exactly what the page is about. It looks really nice as well, and you can also tie in the colors that you've used throughout of your journaling into the title. Tip number 3 is about your stickers and ephemera. So if you are an avid journaler and you love collecting memories from various trips, or you just love little stickers and extra little pieces of paper, well, I like to, because I just have so many. I have so many these little stickers and things and ticket stubs and stuff like that you pick up from your trip. So what I like to do is organize them before I start journaling. So usually I pick a color scheme, or if we're traveling somewhere in particular, I will pick things based on the place that we're traveling to. So today I actually am journaling about gardening and being in the garden. So I'm going to be picking up some things that are related to that. So flowers, plants, and I've also chosen a colour scheme, which I'll come up to in a minute. But what I like to do is prep all these items beforehand so that I don't have too many things to choose from, and everything that I have on my table actually goes with the journaling spread that I'm doing. So whether it be like I said, the trip or the actual thing that I'm journaling about, or the colors that I'm using in the whole page, and it just makes the whole thing look a little bit more coherent and it looks a little bit neater. And I just think you save a bunch of time, because you don't have to, I just need a little sticker for this little space, and you go through and you look for the sticker. I just do it all in one go and I've got them all, and then when I'm finished I just put them back. So today I've arranged these into the colors pink, green and yellow. So next tip is number 4 is drawings. I think that if you can try and draw something instead of using a photograph, it will just look really nice in your journal, and also it will give you a chance to practice your drawings. So this is my greenhouse in my garden, and I just love it so much. It's so cute, and there is a bird that sits on it all the time, and I have a photograph of it, but I just thought instead I will just draw it. And you can do this with anything. You can do this with food that you've eaten, faces of people that you've seen or your friends, purchases you've made, or special landmarks that you've been to. If you're going to stick in a photo next time, just think, can I draw this instead? And see if you can draw it. It's a really fun challenge. My last tip is color scheme, and this should have come really early in the video actually, but I think it's really nice to go with a color scheme in your journaling. I always say go with a theme and a scheme. So today I have gardening, and I have the color scheme of pink, yellow and green. And as you can see, just adding those colours in there, it already makes the page look a little bit more coherent. It saves you so much time because you have to think about each little colour you're going to put on. Are these colours going to go together? It definitely takes out that worry for me if I just have the colours already laid out and all the pieces laid out that I'm going to use. I think this is really helpful, especially for me when I'm traveling around. You don't have to take too many things with you. You just take the things that you think that you might need instead of taking all your journaling supplies and all your colors. If you just limit the palette that you have, then it makes it so much easier, and you can actually just think about what you're doing and do it really easily and freely instead of worrying about it and taking a long time to decide on things like colors and looking for stickers and little things. It just helps if you plan these things ahead, I find. And lastly, keep space for your memories. This is why I do journaling personally, because I want to remember the things that I've done. So it's important to leave space for those special moments, for quotes or music, names of places you've been, funny moments or food that you've tried. That is what journaling is all about for me. So I like to write these things down and make sure you leave lots of room for it. So anyway, that's it for this video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope these tips helped you, and I will see you next Sunday with a brand new video. Take care, everybody. Bye.